Hey guys, and welcome to today's show at 7 Electronics. We have a broken BSM in front of us. We know that the car doesn't start and that the fuse for the fuel pump is replaced. So let's find the problem and repair it, shall we? So first things first, we gotta make sure the fuse is okay and see all the fuses in fact, and see if there is some, if that gives us some clue where the problem might be. In this case, we know that the fuel pump doesn't go on this car, and it smells burnt from the fuse central, so that might give us a clue of where to start looking at. And in this case, on the 6500 CK, it's fuse 5 that is for the fuel pump. So make sure this one is okay, and you might as well replace it with a brand new one. It's so cheap, so why not? And see if there is any identification of heat or something like that in the connector for the fuse. But in this case, it looks fine actually. So we're gonna go and take this apart and see if we can find any clue on where to continue looking. And here we are. Here we can see that there is a mismatch in the color here, in this region here. So this coat, so we're about to take this off and see what we can do. Here we are a while later and we can't see any particular damage. However, it smells hideous. So what we're going to do next is to remove the relay and test it. If it appears to be broken, we're going to replace it with a new one. If you're going to do this by yourself, you have two options. One option is to find an exact match of the existing relay and replace it. But in that case, you need to remove all the silicone and probably crack the case while removing the board from it. Mostly it will draw moist and break again. Another option is to get an equivalent relay with the same functions and solder a proper connector to it. And then when you're done testing, you simply fill the hole with silicone once again. And we're going for the second option. And let's get to it. Before we get to the actual repair, I want to show you guys that you can clearly see some heat damage on the board itself. Pin 87 was also damaged and melted on the relay too. So if the board itself is still intact, we will have a winner after some soldering. And when you're done soldering, according to the picture, it'll look something like this. Now before you make the final assembly, make sure the car runs before adding new silicone into the case. So to make this happen, you only need to buy a 4-pin relay and a connector for about 10 bucks. And this is all for today, folks. Make sure to hit like or subscribe, or why not both, if you find this helpful for you. 7 Electronics out.